Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G here. Let's get into why it is this whole situation with Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs is a great example of how many black men really want to uphold the white supremacy power structure. Guys, subscribe to my channel and let's have a little chat.
Listen, it is not my job to judge others, okay? It's a hobby.
I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But whenever a rich, powerful black man goes down for assault, doing any sort of crime, really, the first thing you hear a good amount of black men, the regular ones, saying, white men do it all the time. Why is he the one being persecuted? Why is he being arrested for these crimes when white men get away with it? This little thing, it happened with R. Kelly, it happened with Bill Cosby. Instead of focusing on the fact that these were bad men, that they abused their sense of power, they did all of these things to people who were vulnerable and needed them for their careers, for whatever, they look at that as, well, that's part of the power play. That's what you get for power. You get to abuse who you want to abuse, because that's what white men have been doing for, well, the millennia, centuries, since whiteness was invented. That is what they've been doing. So why can't we? We're men. We're strong. We're powerful. We got all of the things except for that one standout thing. Because that's what they really want. They want to be able to acquire the type of power that allows you to abuse everyone else. And it's so interconnected, it's sick. It's why so many black men are supporting Donald Trump, because they see his abuse of power as something that they want to achieve. That is why they uphold so many of the structures that white supremacy has given white men. They don't want to deconstruct that in society, in themselves, in anything, because what they want to be able to do is subjugate and control. That's the ultimate goal. Am I a rapper now? That was right. So I think that as I'm watching like different commentary and different, things, there's always this underlying idea that, well, you know what, it was also other people's fault. They were thirsty. They wanted this, they wanted that. And it's mostly they blame the women. It shows the complacency of men when they see men abusing people. They become abusers. And that's the thing they're saying with Usher, like he was abused as a child and then he fed them Justin Bieber. There's women who were being abused in these situations, bringing other women around to be abused. And these are the same type of people who believe that this power, this wealth, this money, this thing that society has told us we all are supposed to have or deserve, or once we get it, without reproach, we have the right to do what we want, because that is what supremacy culture has ingrained in all of us, especially black men. Black men have not been able to control anything. Where were black men when Marcellus was being executed, the innocent man? There was not a lot of men who organized across the United States, black men particularly, because these laws and these things affect them. No, they're too busy trying to achieve the ability to have that same type of power. They don't see themselves as powerful unless they're able to emulate and imitate what white supremacy has told them they should have. It's saddening, really, to see and understand how many men, particularly black men, have not seen themselves for themselves. They will stay in the room with bad people and watch. 50 cents. I mean, y'all, I'm sick Because everyone's talking about, ooh, 50 Cent's gonna come with all the tea. He has receipts. He's been saving. I made a video about this a while ago. He has been saving receipts of people being abused for a documentary. Y'all, and everybody is just waiting. They're waiting for the tea. They can't stand it that they haven't been able to get this on Netflix to stream it somewhere yet. That's all. He's gonna make a mint after watching people be abused. He's going to profit from it. He will have no repercussions. This is the type of shit that blows my mind for us as a society. That all of us will just not even think twice about the fact that another man sat in a room and watched. He watched women, men, and children be abused. And men will say the women are the problem. Why aren't they blaming the men too for the violence that they received? Everybody just wanted it. Everybody shouldn't have been in the room if they knew what was possible. You were in the room and you knew what was possible, but you don't even hold yourself responsible. Men are okay watching bad men do bad things. They love to watch that power. They salivate at whiteness because of that. That's why as soon as something happens like this, they go, white men do it all the time. They say it over and over again. I don't know how many times I have heard that commentary in respect to any sort of abuse on extreme levels like this. And you know there's a white man above it, right? Clive Davis, whatever, he's been doing it for years. But you guys sit in the room. You join in. Puffy never stopped it. Puffy, apparently now he's a sociopath. He's a ring leader. He's a narco sex ring, baby oil buying, dildo having abuser that everybody was complacent to. Everybody decided to go in the room and watch, participate, laugh, whatever. No one saved anybody. There's so many stories of, I was just listening to one girl's story, some singer, I don't know who she was. They drugged her manager and it was like Kanye West and Puff Daddy sexually assaulting her with men in the room who turned their face, who just said nothing. They stayed in the room and they watched it happen. And nothing. Men do not choose good friends. That is on big and small levels. We see it all the time in everyday life. He'll know someone's an abuser and he wouldn't warn that woman. He would know and have watched and seen men drug women, men do all of these things, and they don't do anything about it. They're too scared. They're the followers. They don't even protect themselves. The things that they don't understand is these men will do it to you too. What was the woman said? I didn't think that the, cheetah would eat my face. Like, everything that these abusers are willing to do to someone weaker than them, they see you as weak because you can't even stand up to them. You may not participate, but you benefit, right? You benefit for being a good guy, for not doing the thing. Like, that's why there are no good men. There are no good men. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know why men are unable to admit this. Because if they did, I guess then they would have to actually take the accountability for all of the ills that they blame on women. How can women choose better when there are nothing better to choose? You lie to us. You lie to one another. Men will sit there and let a woman know that he's an abuser. And you know he's lying. You know he's presenting a different part of himself, a fake side of himself all the time. You know it happens. You hear them say it. What was that baby mama making dude? What is he? Oh my God, the one with like 8 or 9 baby mamas, wilding out, dude. I can't remember his name. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon. He said I can be anybody you want me to be. I mean, yes, at this point in time, with the public knowledge that we have of him and what he does, if you want to be a professional baby mama, I guess that's a job. But it's really, you know what I mean? Like, we already know. And just imagine this on smaller scales with these little men who don't have the same type of money as these big men. This is all just them trying to get to that supremacy position. That's why they like Trump. I was so curious as to why there were so many guys talking about, oh, Trump was an icon. He was an icon. I didn't realize that he was a part of the diddlers circle at some point in time. And that's why so many of these black men in their 40s admire him, because they thought Diddy had accomplished that level of whiteness. It's crazy. I was just like I was just like watching that and realizing how sick they are in the head, big and small. And they think the rest of us are like that. They think that's why, like, they think black women do the things they do to try and be white women. No, we don't. We are so uninterested in that. We are the ones who are generally the first people in the fight. They are the ones who make the movements happen. Black women. They're the ones who have made the changes like that matter in a lot of what happens in the black community. Even if it's not perfect, they're raising the children as much as they can with the weight of the world on them. And they think that we're trying to accomplish the same. No, we're trying to make our own world. So few people recognize what they're really after. And that, I mean, can we wake that up in ourselves and say, why are we still there? Black men have not organized in any way to gain real power for themselves. They're too busy trying to emulate and imitate the power that society has told. They just want to be white men. They want to be white men. They want to see that power. They want to subjugate everybody. They want to subjugate. They'll do it alongside them. If they can get the impunity that white men get, they want to do it alongside them because it makes them feel better. They don't really want to see each other. They want to see that, Donald Trump next to them. They want to see that. It's crazy. How can you vet better when the men out here in a male-focused, male-dominated world globally lie to us about what even a good guy looks like? Y'all, I'm done with this. I'm going to talk about Cardi B and Offset next in my next video, guys. So, subscribe to my channel. That was my little 2 cents. I'm trying to, guys, I've been so busy. So busy. I'm working on so many ideas and so many projects, and it's been good though. Subscribe and ciao for now.